What's going on, YouTube? Happy Saturday. Hope everything is going good with you guys. I just wanted to bring this case to you because it recently came across my timeline. Um, this is about a missing child who just recently went missing last night, July 11th. 7-year-old Jamal White, who's from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which is not too far from where I'm at because I'm in Michigan. Um, yeah, apparently the story is that he was taken at gunpoint late last night by some black male with the black sweatshirt. They didn't give too much detail or description on the perpetrator or the suspect who took Jamal White, but they just know that he's an African American male and what kind of clothing he had on. Not too much description, and that he had a handgun. And where this occurred is, I believe, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and it was between two different streets, cross streets, or the intersection of a side street. But I'm going to play this video to give you guys more content to what has happened recently. And if you guys can reshare this video, repost this video, because it is about bringing awareness to bringing this child home. He is recently just has this just recently happened, you guys. So let's see what we can do to bring him home safe and sound. I'm going to go ahead and share this video with you guys. Give me one sec.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. A heartbreaking situation is unfolding. Police are searching for a 7-year-old boy named Jamal White, who was abducted on the evening of July 11, 2025. Jamal was taken near the intersection of 61st and Husta Streets around 7 p.m. And authorities are now urging the public to come forward with any information that might help locate him. Jamal is described as a black male, about 4 feet tall, and weighing approximately 80 pounds. He has short black hair and brown eyes. At the time of his abduction, he was wearing a white t-shirt and black shorts. His family and the community are desperately seeking his safe return. But there is one critical piece of information that may lead to his whereabouts: the suspect who took him. The suspect is described as a black male who was wearing a black hooded sweatshirt and a face mask. The individual was armed with a handgun and is believed to have driven away in a white Jeep Renegade, although the license plates on the vehicle are still unknown. This description is key to helping authorities track down the suspect and bring Jamal home safely. In response to this abduction, an Amber Alert has been issued for Jamal. Amber Alerts are broadcasted in cases where a child has been abducted and there is an immediate threat to their safety. Authorities are urging anyone who may have seen anything suspicious in the area around 61st and Husta Streets, or who may have information about the suspect's vehicle or whereabouts, to come forward. The Milwaukee Police Department is working tirelessly to locate Jamal, and they have established a tip line for anyone who might have relevant information. The public is urged to call the Milwaukee Police District 4 station at 414-935-7242 if they can help with this case. The disappearance of a child is a terrifying event for any family, and this situation has understandably left Jamal's loved ones devastated. The fear and anxiety of not knowing where their child is, or whether he is safe, is an unimaginable pain. It is crucial that the community come together to support the search for Jamal and assist authorities in any way they can. This case is not just about a missing child. It's about a community working to bring a child home and ensuring that a family does not have to endure the worst nightmare imaginable. If you know anything, even the smallest detail, it could be the piece of the puzzle that leads to Jamal's safe return. As of now, the search continues, and every moment counts. If you're in the Milwaukee area, or if you've recently traveled through, please take a moment to think back and see if you remember anything that might help. Even if you think it's a minor detail, it could be what leads investigators to Jamal. Jamal White's disappearance is a reminder of how quickly life can change and how important it is for us all to stay vigilant, to look out for each other, and to work together in moments of crisis. The Amber Alert system is one way we can all be part of the effort to bring children home safely. It is a community effort to ensure that children like Jamal are returned to their families as quickly as possible. We all have a role to play in ensuring the safety of children. Jamal's case highlights the urgency of responding to these situations and the power of collective action in the face of danger. If you live in the area or know something about the situation, don't hesitate to reach out to authorities. Jamal's family is holding on to hope that he will be found safe. His community is rallying behind him. But we need your help. If you know anything, even the smallest detail could make all the difference. Once again, if you have any information, please contact the Milwaukee Police District 4 station at 414-935-7242. Your tip could be the one that leads to Jamal's safe return. Let's keep Jamal and his family in our thoughts and prayers, and let's all do what we can to bring him home. Thank you for listening, and please share this video to spread awareness. The more people who are looking for Jamal, the better chance we have of bringing him home safely.
I'm no
So that's the end of that video. And I absolutely agree with what he said. By sharing this video, it brings more awareness, more attention. If more information can be brought to light as well on what may have happened. This is again the story of the missing 7-year-old Jamal White from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, who was last seen yesterday, who was kidnapped yesterday, July 11th. And contact that number if you so happen to have any information on his whereabouts. A few things that I did take note on as far as the Amber Alert. They did put out an Amber Alert for him, so that is good to know. And I think that with the Amber Alert, there should be some change. There should be some changes that should be made with that. They don't do an Amber Alert unless they're like reported missing or kidnapped. But if a child was to run away, it would not trigger off an Amber Alert. And I think that should be totally amended by law. Whether a child ran away or not, even if let's say a child did run away, they're not in a predicament to fend for themselves out there in the real world or out there in the streets. So at the end of the day, we should not give them an option whether or not they should want to, run away and be out there in the streets by themselves. If it is something going on at home, that's something that's where CPS kicks in and DP, your local law enforcement kick in as far as finding out what caused them to leave that home. But as far as, them running away and thinking it's okay to not trigger off an Amber Alert or just take proactive, be more proactive as far as, finding out what have happened, they just pretty much pick and choose who they want to look for, pick and choose who they should trigger off an Amber Alert for. And I think that should be totally adjusted. I think that should be changed across the country. Another thing is that he was taken at between two cross streets, the intersections. I don't know if they were side streets but it just raises the question, like, where was the parent or guardian, or was he supervised, or was he outside playing? I kind of want to know more detail on that. I think we'll get more information as this story develops, further along in the case. I do hope that this child is found safe and sound. He's only 7 years old, just a toddler in my eyes. So yes, please reshare this video. And also, can we get a prayer hands in the comments for his family to make sure that we can spread hope that he is out there still safe and sound, and we want to make sure that he is found. So please reshare this video, get a prayer hands in the chat. That's all I have for you. I'm going to get you guys more updates along the way as I get that information and share that information with you. And if you can reshare that to different content creators, we can get this story out. This is about a 7-year-old boy who just recently went missing last night. There is an Amber Alert out for him, so we can try to find him safe and sound. So please reshare this video. That's all I have for you guys. You guys have a good Saturday. Have a good one.